With the fight against Usyk confirmed for this fall, few fighters have stacked up the roster of opponents that Anthony Joshua has faced in the last few years. Some of these fighters include Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, and Andy Ruiz. Barack, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that outside of Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez, Anthony Joshua has the third best resume in all of boxing. Give me your thoughts on it.
I would say that's Terrence Crawford because he fought more champions than Anthony Joshua, and even in a way fought more champions than Anthony Joshua. But if we want to talk about just heavyweight division, I would say yes. I would say he has a great resume because when you think about it, I like his resume, I like Wilder's resume. But there's a difference. Wilder fought about 8 of those B class.
C-class.
And I don't want to call them B class. I want to call because they were all title challengers. He had a title, they challenged, so they got all the way up to the title. Chris Arreola, whoever. Chris Arreola just gave Ruiz problems, and Ruiz used to be a champion. You know what I'm saying? So all of these guys meant something. Gerald Washington was undefeated at the time. You know, all of these guys meant something. They made it to the title challenge area. So. And Deontay Wilder got about 8 of those guys, plus 2 of those guys he fought twice. Now, Luis Ortiz, that's a big guy. He just never fought anybody else on the top level yet. Right. You know, I'd like to see him fight Andy Ruiz maybe at least. You know, but Anthony Joshua has about 7 of those guys. Plus, you know, because they got common opponents too, like Eric Molina and Dominic Brazil. Knocked them both out, both of them. But he also has 2 champions. He has Joseph Parker and he has Klitschko, you know. And
let me give you some context, though. Let me give you some context. And Michael Benson tweeted this, Barack. 2015, Dillian White. 2017, Vladimir Klitschko. 2018, Joseph Parker. 2018 again, Alexander Povetkin. 2019, Andy Ruiz. We all know what happened there, and he got that win back. And Pulev in 2020 and Usyk coming up shortly. Now that's not. You know, like, that's not something to frown upon. That's a serious resume when it comes. Now, yes, he hasn't fought.
I didn't hear Charles Martin in there.
Yeah, no, I know. This is just, there's still, in between those, there's still other big names. And Charles Martin is a champion, right? So, yeah, outside of just
what do you think of Charles Martin though? Stop it.
Listen, stop. I don't think
I'm giving it to him. I'm giving it to AJ. AJ got the best record. Yes,
no, but it's not just in the heavyweight division, Barack. Maybe Crawford does have a better resume.
The guys I named.
Listen. Maybe Crawford has accomplished more. Okay, he's fought in different weight classes. He's fought more champions. Yes, but he's ranked high on resume in all of boxing, not just the heavyweight division. And
you said third. I'm just crushing your comment.
I gave 2 guys. Maybe in the heavyweight division.
I gave 2 guys above him.
All right, rank his resume in all of boxing.
I would have to sit here and think. You didn't think about all of boxing before you said that. You just threw that out there.
I shoot and ask questions later. All right, you know how I do. I go with what I'm feeling at the time. All right. Either way, it's a good conversation. He has a hell of a resume. Definitely the best in the heavyweight division, in my opinion. And in all of boxing, he's up there. Definitely top 10 best resumes in all of boxing.
I like his resume better than Fury's. Fury beat Wilder, yes, and he beat Klitschko. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, Anthony Joshua beat a 40-year-old Klitschko, but he was a better Klitschko than the one that fought Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? So I like both of their resumes, actually. Deontay Wilder's and Anthony Joshua's better than like Tyson Fury. But then again, Tyson Fury beat Wilder, and he did beat Klitschko, so he beat legitimate champs. So you got to give it to him. All right, moving on to this past weekend split draw between Charlo and Brian Castano. Both fighters insisted that after the fight they would be down for a rematch, with Charlo saying, "I think that I, of course, would take a rematch. I don't know when, but I would love to get in there and fight him again." Now, what would you expect in a rematch?
First off, I would expect a different answer from Charlo. I would think he would want an immediate rematch, so I don't know why he would say, "I don't know when that's for all the marbles. He kept his title, he has his titles, so they should run it right back. And what do I expect in a fight? another hell of a fight. That's what I expect, Barack. Now this time, I even expect a better fight because both guys know each other. They know what each other brings to the table, and they know the first one was a draw. Nobody wants another draw, so both guys are going to even go harder. I expect it to be a stellar fight.
Listen, I believe judges, because I just took a judging class the other day with Jack Reese and Pat Russell, and I believe judges are influenced to make sure you locate a winner each round. You know what I mean? And nobody wants a draw. Everybody hates draws. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's 6-6. I get it. Now, I would say that I think that he said, I don't know when, not because he's like trying to push it off. I think he's like just legitimately he doesn't know when. Like, I don't control when we fight. Or maybe he's like, I need a little time off. Let me spend some time with the family. Then I'll come back. I don't know when. Let these guys decide.
Well, they're not going to do it next. They're not going to do it next week, Barack. We know the fighters are going to take some time off. But I'm saying I want to fight him next would have been suffice.
Yeah, I guess by him saying I don't know when, maybe that leaves room for another fight. Because some people are already predicting that there's going to be another fight, and then he's going to fight Brian Castano. I think Jermell Charlo is very. I don't think he wants. I don't think this sits right in his soul. First of all, I don't think he likes that it was a draw. He feels like he won. I think he's very competitive. That's the word I was looking for. I think he's very competitive, and I think he wants it back. God forbid, Castano fights somebody else and somebody else beats him. That would suck.
That's the risk that you run when you want to take your time. And I mean, the fact that most people are saying that Castano won the fight, or at least they felt that he won the fight. That's probably putting more fuel into Charlo's fire, creating another more of a chip on his shoulder to prove to the people that he was the winner. He says on a post-fight interview that he felt he won the fight, and most people don't. I feel, in my opinion, I thought the draw was a good call because as I watched the fight twice, it was hard to score. But here's a more of the story. The fight was super entertaining. This is what boxing needs, fights like this. And you know why it was entertaining? Guess what? The best was fighting the best. Let this be an example to all the divisions in boxing. You put the best against each other, look what you get. A draw because it was so hard to score in such a competitive fight. Give it right back to the people. Immediate rematch, end of the year or top of the next year.
Just like Triple G versus Canelo. Like a lot of people think Triple G won the first fight. I would say most people are saying the same way they're saying Castano. I think most people were saying Triple G won that first fight. Most people were saying that. And I think the second fight was close as well. I think Canelo beat him, but the second fight was close, and that's what happens when the best fights the best.